Hey there, thanks so much for joining. This week, Sarah takes us through 15 minutes of snowboard specific stretches that are easy to follow. You can implement these before, during, or after the mountain, pre-season, post-season, doesn't matter. These are fantastic. We hope you enjoy them. If you have any more interest or questions, please check out the description in the link below. Enjoy.
So when you're ready, go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. Sitting nice and tall on our sit bones. Crisscross. As always, your feet are not going on top of each other, but one in front of the other. Bottoms of your feet are looking up at you. And then hopefully your knees are able to relax here. If not, you can put pillows or blocks underneath your knees here. But otherwise, sitting nice and tall. Hands on your knees to start. Let's go ahead, close our eyes just for a second. We're gonna take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. See that 2 more times. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last one through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Good. Now in and out through the nose from here on out. Go ahead, slowly blink your eyeballs open. On your next inhale, spread your fingers as you take your hands all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. And this is not, we're not really forcing this twist. This is just kind of a warm up. So maybe looking over your right shoulder, just noticing where your body stops and breathing. Good, in and out through your nose. And on your next exhale, go ahead, slowly release, hands back on your knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind you, looking over your left shoulder. And again, don't force it. Just wherever you stop, you stop. Breathe in and out through the nose. And on your next exhale, go ahead, slowly release all the way back to center. Beautiful. Use a little momentum, come up onto all fours, hands and knees. From here, we're gonna add a little bit more movement into it. We're gonna be on all fours. Inhale, right hand comes up to the ceiling. Exhale, thread the right hand underneath the left armpit, right shoulder, right ear down to the ground. Inhale, take that right arm all the way back up. And exhale, tabletop position. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, left hand up to the ceiling. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, take it back up. And then exhale, tabletop. So from here, we're skipping the inhale where we take it up to the ceiling. We're just gonna exhale, thread it through. So when you're ready, inhale. Exhale, thread the right arm under the left armpit. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, thread the left arm through the right armpit. Inhale, back to center. And keep going on your own time. Every exhale threads you. Every inhale brings you back up. Good. Every pass, try to really reach a little bit further. Feeling it just a little bit more. Beautiful. Let's do one more on each side. Last one. Next time you're in that tabletop position, go ahead and stay there. Knees are right underneath your hips. Walk your hands all the way out, forehead to the ground or nose or chin. Puppy pose, letting your thoracic spine open up. You can spread your fingers here nice and wide. Maybe even come up onto your fingertips, lifting your palms and your elbows off the mat. And then releasing your hands back down. Beautiful. When you're ready, go ahead slowly, safely coming up into that tabletop position, hands right underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. We're going to send it up into a downward facing dog just for a moment. And it's not a huge lower body day, so just take a second here to get comfortable. And maybe even in this downward dog, notice your upper body a little bit more than your lower body. So bend your knees as much as you need to try to get your back as straight as possible, ears between your arms, strong shoulders. Letting your chin tuck into your chest because you're not holding tension in your neck. Beautiful. When you're ready, go ahead, walk your feet all the way to your hands, coming into a forward fold at the front of the mat. Yes, once you get here, bend into the knees, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head up last at the top. Big inhale, swoop your arms all the way up. Exhale, spread your fingers all the way down. Yes, good. Go ahead, bring your feet about shoulder width apart. Tiny bend in your knees. It's not a squat, it's just a little athletic stance. Go ahead, cactus your elbows and bring them parallel to the ground. From here, we're going to try to keep our hips as straight as possible. We're just going to move our upper body from left to right. And this is one of those times where I really want to remind you, please do not just huck yourself here. We're not trying to pop our back. We're not trying to create as much force as possible. We're just trying to warm up this motion for the body. So breathe. Keep going. Good. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead, release. Yes, bring your feet back together. Inhale, swoop your arms all the way up. Exhale, hinge in the hips, small bend in the knees, fold all the way down to the ground, but place your fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need to do so. Then coming up high onto your tippy toes, go ahead, sit your butt onto your heels, bow your head into your knees. Really lengthening the spine. Breathe here. Beautiful. When you're ready, go ahead, drop the heels towards the mat. Open up your knees a little bit so your hands can go on the inside of your knees. From here, we're going to use a little bit of strength, a little bit of patience as we slowly find a seat. If you need to, you can put a hand behind you for guidance. Otherwise, we're going to slowly bloop, find that seat. Okay, go ahead, scoot yourself forward a little bit here. Hug your knees into your chest. I'm going to make sure I don't have my microphone squished. There we go. From here, it's a little bit of core. So it's exactly what we did while standing, but we're using our core to do that motion. And instead of moving our upper body, we're moving our lower body. So let's all start with bending our knees first. Tee out your arms on either side of you. And we're gonna let both knees fall to the right. As soon as it touches on the right, use your core to bring both knees to the left. And go back and forth. And if you feel like this is not challenging enough for you, try straightening your legs. The straighter the legs, the more the torque. As soon as you touch the ground, that's your trigger to go back up. Good. Couple more. Good. One more on each side. Beautiful. When you're ready, bringing both knees up to center. Go ahead, bring your hands onto your knees. We're gonna massage our spine a little bit by rocking forward onto our sit bones, and then allow yourself to rock all the way back onto your upper back. And we're gonna do that a couple times. So all the way forward, all the way back, massaging the spine. Good. Beautiful. One more. Slowly coming all the way up into a seated position. From here, we're gonna do the same thing that we started with, but this time, now that our spine is warmed up and had some movement in it, we're gonna see if we can wring out that towel like I was talking about. So when you're ready, sitting nice and tall, on your sit bones, comfortable crisscross, hands on your knees. Inhale, take your arms all the way up. Exhale, left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Okay. So pause wherever your body stops, and then once you're there, inhale, feel yourself get a little taller, and then exhale, imagine wringing out your spine with the exhale. So maybe you're just barely twisting a little bit more, but we're not forcing it. Every inhale you get taller, every exhale you wring out the spine. One more of each. And slowly release all the way back to center. Take your time. Yes. Hands on your knees. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Same thing. First, sit tall with the inhale, and then exhale, wring out your spine. Inhale, taller. Exhale, wring it out. Notice if your sides are different, that's okay. One more of each. Inhale, taller. Exhale, wring it out. And slowly release all the way back to center. Yes, from here, go ahead, bringing your knees back together. Bringing your hands around your knees, we're gonna come all the way back down into the ground. So hugging your knees into your chest, rolling back onto your spine, squeezing your knees in nice and tight. We're gonna do a little bit more. So typically what we do is we hold our knee in, allow the other leg to go out straight, and then we go into that twist. But for this one, we're gonna go into the tea party twist, which is what I like to call it. Scissor kick your legs up towards the ceiling so your right knee is closer towards you. And then cross your right knee over your left, kind of like you're sitting for tea. And then go ahead, drop your left foot down to the mat. So we're just sitting crisscross, or not crisscross, cross-legged here. From here, allow your knees to fall to the left. And your legs are gonna feel heavy here, so it might be hard to keep that right shoulder on the ground. That's okay, but we're still teeing out that right arm, looking over your right shoulder, and again, breathe. Maybe putting your hand on your belly, making sure that it moves as you breathe. One more big belly breath. Beautiful. To come out of this one, we're gonna put weight into that left foot as you hinge your knees back up to center. Go ahead and unravel them, hug them into your chest nice and tight. Yes. Same thing on the other side. Go ahead, scissor kick your legs. Left leg comes closer towards you, crosses over the right, and then go ahead, drop that right foot down to the mat, sitting for tea. And then letting both knees drop to the right, teeing out your left arm, and breathe. In and out through your nose. Hand on your belly to make sure that it's moving while you breathe. One more big belly breath here. And when you're ready, pressing weight into that right foot as you hinge your knees all the way back to center. Unraveling your legs, hugging your knees back into your chest nice and tight. And maybe rocking left to right just a little bit to give your low back a little massage. Good. Same thing as we did before. Go ahead and find stillness. We're going to use some momentum. Come up onto our sit bones and then rock back onto our upper back, massaging the spine. Go ahead and go back and forth. Between the two, try to hit every vertebrae. One more of each. And slowly coming up into a comfortable seated position. Yes, beautiful.